This is Hades. I think I've streamed this game before, but it was a really long time ago when it first came out in early access. They've done a bunch of updates since then, but I might not be good enough at the game to be able to see the updates, because I'm pretty sure what they're doing is tacking more levels and progression onto the end of the game, and I'm still not very good at it. I'm still kind of at the beginning. So I'm not sure if we're actually going to see a lot of new content when we're playing this game today, but I just love Supergiant's work, and I love sort of reveling in the art and the atmosphere, and especially just there's a tone of voice that every actor in every Supergiant game sort of has. That just, I don't know, it's just sort of this languid, lazy, but a little snarky sort of attitude that I love it. I love the whole attitude of their games. So if you haven't played Hades before, and actually some folks in my chat already have, Packler D20 says that the last time they played it was in December, and they've also missed a few of the updates. So anyway, I'm playing, what's his name? Zagreus? Well, let's talk to somebody here. Can you hear the dialogue? I should make sure that the volume of the game is turned up just a little bit to make sure you can hear the dialogue, because the dialogue's great.
I guess so.
Anyway, so I am like a son of Hades. I think that's Hades up there.
Who's that sniveling shade to your immediate left there, Father? Already found someone new to do the busy work, and here I thought I was utterly indispensable.
That shade boy is my newly designated contractor, one whose responsibility is to work on this house. Though who shall pay for everything my subjects here demand, I do not know.
You're trying to guilt me into funding the exorbitant furnishings you desire.
Perhaps once we are finished with repairs for all the carnage you have sown throughout my realm, then we might finally have time for all the needed renovations that have piled up.
I just realized I'm completely covering all of the subtitles.
Nice.
All right, so we're not going to try to delve into the story. A lot of this game is sort of just listening to a lot of kind of flavor dialogue between the characters, getting to know their relationships. I'll skip a lot of that stuff because I'm already, somewhat deep into that storyline, and nothing's going to make any sense. So what this game is, though, is a roguelike. So you play Zagreus. You live in hell because your dad is Hades, and this is your home. And Hades is like, yeah, you're my son. You got to stay here. And I'm like, no, I don't like living in hell. I want to get out. And so the whole point of this game is I keep trying to escape hell, and I have to go through this whole gauntlet of monsters trying to keep me in hell, and each time I get a little bit further, I never quite make it out of hell. So this is the type of roguelike where you do have like long-term upgrades that make you more powerful over time, and this is where you buy them. So I've been collecting these like little purple gems I think they're called Darkness, that I use to, let's see here, to unlock some of this stuff. So let's see here, Boiling Blood gives me extra damage to people that I've cast spells on. Cool. Let's do that.
Ready, I think.
All right, so that's my magic mirror. But then we're going to come over here.
Hey, something back there for you, pal.
Oh, something what?
The weapon.
Oh, interesting. Okay, so I've got, you can see in the lower right, I've got 9 of these little purple keys. And so it costs 8 to unlock a new weapon.
Let's try it.
Let's absolutely try it.
Mouth on the twin fists. Let's say we crack some skulls.
Whoa, those are some paws.
Okay, so this guy is my like training dummy friend. So I've just gotten a new weapon. Let's see here. So each weapon has got a couple of different attacks. So this is my X attack, which looks like rapid fire punching with a little bit of a delay after I hit a few times. And then the Y button is an uppercut. Let's just try him out on this guy. Okay, it looks like, yeah, it's just 15 damage per hit, and then the uppercut hits him twice for 30 damage each. So I do more total damage with these, but it takes a little bit longer than hitting him with the uppercut. So just to give you a point of comparison, here's all the other weapons I can have. This is the sword that I started out with.
Nothing there, sorry.
So a little bit less damage, but in fewer hits. He'll come back, don't worry, he's fine. And then the Y button is an area effect. This is the, what do they call this? It's some kind of spear. So X is just hitting the guy, but Y throws it. And then pressing it again pulls it back. So very different kind of strategy how you use this guy. And I keep forgetting that you can dash and then hit and do a very different kind of attack. That one looks like it hits a wider area than just my normal strike. So over here, this is my shield. So it's just a very simple hit. But the Y button throws the shield like a boomerang. And it bounces back much faster if you hit it into an enemy. And this one's actually my favorite, the bow.
Care to accompany me?
So the longer you hold the bow, the further its range is, and the more damage it does. And if you hit it just at the right moment, it does a little bit of bonus damage too. And then it does a little scatter shot if you hit the Y button. So you can see that over time you unlock a lot of different weapons, a lot of different ways to play, which is nice because it's sort of like it changes it up. Like if you get really used to the combat, then I can imagine a game like this when you have to replay and replay and replay, it can get really boring. But because you can just change it up every single time, and you've got so many different options to choose from, it keeps the gameplay really kind of fresh and interesting. And my first playthrough of the day can feel very different from my second and different from my third. Cool. So let's try these fists since we never tried them before. Head out the door.
All right, one more time. Good.
Okay, so the very first thing you get is a boon from one of these gods. I'm going to skip through some of the dialogue because it can be kind of long. Okay, so I get to choose which thing I want from Zeus. It's all lightning based. But so this one will, let's see here. Oh, chain lightning when I damage a foe with my main weapon. This one is for my Y attack. And it causes a lightning bolt to strike nearby foes for even more damage. And then electric shot. Your cast is a burst of chain lightning that bounces between foes, and it does the most damage. I'm going to grab this one.
Thunder time.
So I haven't mentioned so I've mentioned the attack that I have on X, which is this. And nicely, it's disrupting this guy, so he can't attack me. My Y attack was what again? Oh, it was the uppercut, that's right. It does more damage. Then the thing I haven't mentioned is my B attack, which is, it's always ranged. It's and instead of being dependent on my weapon, it's dependent on the boons that I get from the gods. So it can be different. So my weapon can be different every time. What casting ability I have can be different every time. And the casting ability is actually one of the more interesting mechanics that they have in the game, and I'll show you why once I get a room full of enemies. So when I hit the B button and cast at someone, well, if I destroy them, oh, you know what? These guys don't have enough hit points for me to really show you how it works, so never mind. Okay, there we go. So when I hit a guy with my cast, basically, it's whatever the last guy is that it hits, I guess. Well, it leaves this little red thing behind. Okay, I guess the particular cast that I got this time doesn't really need to work the same way that a lot of them do. So I'll just describe this mechanic. So basically, that little red thing, that represents, how many times I can use my cast. You can see down next to my health bar, which just grew, there are these little red diamonds. You can see it way down there. There's little red diamonds. So I only have 4 of those, which means I can only cast 4 times. And then when I cast at an enemy and the cast doesn't kill them, they keep a little red diamond next to their health bar saying, oh, if you kill this enemy, you can get one of your casts back. And so it's a really interesting way to limit how much I can use this powerful ranged casting ability. It's just something I haven't seen before. So you notice some of these rooms have got multiple doors. So each door is marked with the resource I'll get if I go into the next room. So this one's got these little gems that I can spend on upgrades to my home. And I'm not actually sure what those are for yet. So I think I'm going to grab this, which is the resource I spent at the mirror at the beginning to upgrade my character long term. So Packler points out that, I am skipping a lot of the dialogue, and so you're not going to see this very well. Oh, I'm doing a terrible job of evading these guys' attacks. Ow, stop it. Yeah, that was the worst. Okay, you can see these guys are keeping my red diamonds. And then I get to absorb them again once the guys die, which is great. Anyway, Packler points out that as you accept these boons from the gods, like that one I got from Zeus, those are the main ways that I level up my powers. They keep having these conversations with me, and the relationships progress. And so, if you're actually reading the dialogue and paying attention, you can sort of like get to know them as characters and get to know, the relationship they have with Zagreus. All right, let's see if I can do a little bit of a better job of avoiding these folks' attacks. Though I do tend to go ranged in this game a lot. My favorite weapons are the bow and the spear. And so having to actually get close to enemies and put myself at that much risk is kind of unusual for me. At least I've got this really... Ow! Was not paying attention to that. At least I've got this really powerful cast that I can do. And one thing I do appreciate is that they give you a pretty powerful evade button too, which is something that I usually look for in a game like this. Like all of my natural instincts are, I always want to have the ability to just sort of dodge out of the way of things. And games that are in this genre that don't give me the ability to do that always makes me, I always end up feeling really slow and sluggish. And so I really appreciate this game that sort of, it gives me what I really naturally kind of expect from this kind of experience. Okay, so this, for some reason, these pools of wine, is sort of what they look like, are actually shops. So I've collected a little bit of money. You can see down at the bottom of the screen I got 37 coins. So I could buy one of these. So, okay, I like the idea of enemies dropping health items. In a roguelike like this, a lot of times they really limit how much access you get to healing, because your health is sort of what determines how far in the game you get, and so they'll really be stingy about meting it out. And so something that gives me health is usually the thing I'll value the most. Extra cast, though, I've got this really powerful cast right now. Being able to use it more wouldn't be too bad. You know what? I think I'm actually going to go for that. We'll see if I regret it, because I have been losing a bunch of health lately. So this, I'm not actually sure what this exclamation point means. They don't give you any explanation. You have to learn it over time. This looks like it might be scary. So yeah, let's go after this one and find out what it is. Packler points out that having there be a progression in the story over time, that actually, instead of just having it be sort of a repeat of the same story again and again, but having relationships with the characters that progress, is actually sort of a big part of what makes this game work as a roguelike, because there is potentially so much repetition. You want to have some part of the game that actually really genuinely continues.
Look here, Baldy. Prince Zed himself.
So here's Sisyphus. I think it's kind of funny to have, for a roguelike to feature Sisyphus as a character, because Sisyphus, playing a roguelike is kind of a Sisyphean task. Anyway, I just asked for healing because I was hammering through the dialogue and wasn't paying attention, but that's fine. It's actually what I wanted, so... Okay, we got a heart on the next door. I'm not actually sure what that is either. Oh, it's a big fight is what this is. Oh, man. So these guys, I'm usually fighting these guys... Okay, with ranged weapons. Here's the problem. You notice they have yellow health bars. Guys with yellow health bars aren't stunned by your melee attacks, which can be a problem if what you've got is a melee-only weapon. So I'm using my cast to try to take them down from afar without exposing myself to damage. There we go. So this guy, he's vulnerable because now he has the red health bar. I've gotten rid of his yellow health bar. So now when I get close to him and hit him, he actually stun locks a little bit, which gives me some leeway. And you'll notice, I think, I might be forgetting, but I believe that the first time I played this game, these guys were extra frustrating to me because I'm pretty sure that once I used my cast on them, they would just keep it forever. But I could be misremembering this because I remember I got very frustrated fighting these guys early on. And as you can see here, they were not nearly as frustrating this time. I could actually take them down. I think part of the reason for that is because they were actually giving me their cast back. So I think originally it took a lot longer to get cast out of characters who had really long health bars. And I think that now they were just sort of pooping out those cast diamonds pretty regularly. Oh, of course, it's Aphrodite. Okay, that's what the heart means.
He's your uncle.
So that's one of the kind of fun parts of playing a game like this that's in early access, is that frustrating experiences you have in your early playthroughs will often be corrected, once you get into later playthroughs of the game, if you can stick with it. Now, my problem with early access games is a lot of times I'll sort of exhaust all my interest in a game while it's still early, and I'll hear that the game got better and more interesting, but my interest is already flagged. Luckily, Supergiant is really great at what they do, and they're very well attuned to my sensibilities, and so I do tend to like to return to their games after some time away. So I don't have the same problem with them. So I do actually enjoy this. So okay, so this is a boon from Aphrodite. So you remember the boon I got from Zeus, which was my cast boon. So now I can get something from Aphrodite, and over time, I can sort of accumulate these things and get more and more powerful. So this is something from my special that makes it do extra damage, by quite a lot, actually. This would replace the cast that I got from Zeus. But the cast I got from Zeus is one of the better ones I've seen, so I don't want to do that. And then, any life gain chamber will be more. You know what? I think I'm going to make my special more powerful. Alright, so let's go get some darkness.
Oh, God.
Seal the chamber.
Okay, so Packler is teasing me that there might be some, Packler had a reaction to Aphrodite that was pretty funny, but was like, hey, I don't know if you want spoilers. So apparently there's something about Aphrodite that could be spoiled for me. So that's interesting to know. No, I don't want spoilers about it. I'd love to discover it. So you can only dodge twice in rapid succession before it has to cool down. Oh, whoops. So you have to be very careful not to have your second dodge land you in a trap or something. These guys are super powerful. So I'm relying on my cast, at least until I've gotten rid of their yellow bars. Oh, wait, what was that?
Next time.
Oh, this was a timed challenge. I wasn't even paying attention to that. So I think the goal was for me to get rid of them a lot quicker than I did. And I didn't do that. That's too bad. Can I afford anything in this shop? Ooh, okay, those health items. Oh, but my cast can get more powerful. I think I gotta keep improving my cast. I've just got a thing for being a glass cannon. I don't know what my deal is. Oh, hi, Wearing Orb just showed up. Oh, holy crap. It's just like a bunch of these guys. And they all have yellow. I do not want. Okay, well, at least their health bars are small. If you're going to have 2 health bars, one of them super powerful, at least have them be short health bars. And give me back my cast faster. Right, so these
Good enough to eat.
are upgrades to the boons I already have. So I can, for instance, have my special get even more powerful, or have my cast get even more powerful. Let's have the cast get more powerful. I'm really reliant on that. Ooh, this hammer. I forgot what it does. I think it upgrades my weapon. Let's go after that. Yeah, Packler says it was super satisfying watching all those guys blow up. And oh crap, this guy. Oh, yikes. Again, don't land on those. Yeah, it's nice having this really powerful cast because, you know, if a cast doesn't do a lot of damage, you can end up kind of wasting it a little bit because, you know, you use it and then it'll be sort of basically cooled down while those diamonds are sitting on the enemies. But if it actually just kills the enemies outright, then you can use it, you know, kind of to an unlimited degree. So I got a Daedalus hammer. My attack sequence ends with an extra dash strike. Okay. Or my dash strike pierces foes and deals a bunch of damage to armor. Okay. Or I hold my special for a longer range and up to that extra damage. You know, okay, I need to get better at using my dash strike. I don't really use it that much. And now this is going to make it feel really powerful. So
Which way?
one thing that Supergiant games are really famous for is having nice reactive dialogue. So I just, you know, after defeating the enemies, I get within range of these two doors and he says, which way? It's like he's talking through the decisions that they know that I'm trying to make, which is pretty cool. Let's go for more darkness. All right, so let's try to use my dash strike. So yeah, so it's super powerful against armor now, which is great. Because then my cast can make short work of these guys.
I'm empty.
Oh, I don't have any. Oh, need to pick up these diamonds again. There we go. Pick up my prize. Ooh, more Aphrodite. I know Packler will be excited.
Fight me.
Okay, that was a kind of a waste. I love this little bouncy guy. Wow, killed those guys when they were still spawning in, it felt like. Okay, so I need to still pick up my... There we go. Okay, yeah, so it looks like the cast will leave a diamond behind wherever it ends. So if it ends by impacting an enemy and not killing them, then it stays on the enemy. But if it ends by hitting an enemy and killing them, it'll be wherever they died. And if it just ends by hitting a wall, that's where it leaves its mark.
Hi, Aphrodite.
Hello, Aphrodite.
I accept this message.
Okay, so my attack deals more damage and inflicts weak. So that's good. Passion dash. My dash deals damage where you end up inflicting weak. Okay, so I will wherever I arrive with my dash, it'll do damage around me. And then when foes are slain, they damage nearby folks and inflict weak. Okay, so when I'm throwing my cast and I'm killing a bunch of enemies, they'll also end up damaging each other. I'm almost never using my regular attack. So yeah, so let's do Dying Lament.
I feel fabulous.
So you notice along the left side of the screen, there's sort of these slots over there. There's sort of these slots for different boons, and so you can see that, you know, I can only have one boon on my main attack, and one boon on my special, and one boon on my cast. And then there's some extra boons that just sort of are appended on the side because they do other weird things. And so you can sort of see, you can sort of monitor where you have open slots and stuff. Another thing that's interesting is sort of the layout of the map of this game is very similar to something like Slay the Spire, where you've got these sort of like, you know, sometimes you don't have a choice about what level you move on to. Sometimes you get to make a split decision, but they're never actually showing me that map. I'm just making the decision step by step, looking ahead one step each time, which is, it's just interesting how the mechanic is basically the same as in a game like Slay the Spire, but visually it's extremely different. Okay, so if I've been saving up my money, I could grab these boons, but I can't. So I guess I'll just... I only have 15 health to restore, but... whatever.
Always a pleasure, Charon.
Hey, Charon.
Hey, good to see you out here, mate. Looks as though you've got some fine wares up for sale, don't you?
So, all Charon ever does is just grunt at me, which is great. So, okay, so... that symbol over there, that's not a boon, that's a boss. And I don't know how well I'll do against this boss. Sometimes I do okay, sometimes I don't. So let's see how this goes.
Hi, Meg.
Hey there, Megara.
It's been a while, Zagreus. You must have made it pretty far last time. Let's see. Outer reaches of Asphodel.
That's true.
Outer reaches of Asphodel. And I have to say, Meg, you are positively a sight compared with that blasted bone Hydra stewing away out there.
How very flattering. To have compared me to the remains of some mindless, outsized lizard. Come, maybe I'll kill you just as easily as your new Hydra friend.
So she really is commenting on exactly what happened in my last thing. So again, Packler is calling out as well, like how cool it is, the way that the Supergiant really thinks about how to use their incidental dialogue to make you feel like the game really understands what you're doing. Like, this conversation would have been very different if I had just died to Megara last time. Or if next time I'd just gotten a couple levels in and then died and come back to Megara again. She's commenting on exactly the experience I had on my last run, which is great. Okay, well... okay, so Megara's got all 4 of my casts now. Until she starts pooping them, I gotta do something else, like that. Oh, crap. Okay. Okay, she started pooping my casts. And one nice thing about this bouncing cast is that it'll also hit her minions. Ow! Did not see that coming. Oh, here, she dropped a couple over here. Oh, crap. This is definitely a place where knowing how many times you can dash is really important. I feel like there was some version of this game where... oh, ow, that was not what I meant to do. Where dodging out of these was much harder. Like, I feel like it's not that hard now. But I remember being very frustrated by it when I first played against Megara. So I feel like they really have been sort of working on and improving this battle over time. And also, I wouldn't be surprised if they intentionally made it a little bit easier. Because this used to be, I think when this first launched, this might have been their only boss battle. Because it was an early access game, you know, they had a lot of distance to go. But now it's not. Now there's a Hydra and who knows what else. So, ow, right into that. So yeah, there's a bunch of other stuff, and so now maybe they don't mind as much. Ow, making her easier to fight. Because there's other stuff to do. Like, back when she was the, you know, kind of the only show in town, she had to feel particularly difficult to overcome. But, so it's interesting thinking about, you know, not just the progression within the game, but also the progression of difficulty over time as the game is updated. Which is something that people used to not have to think about. Getting a shot off at her while I'm dodging these little floor things is kind of rare. I don't usually risk it. I'm just, ow! Why did I land on that? That was silly. Silly! Okay, I'm making more progress on her than she's making on me anyway. So it's giving me some hope. Oh, I'm all out of diamonds. Here we go. Oh, yeah, she's got this thing going on. I often have had trouble, dodging those. Like, usually if I'm to die to Megara, it's while she's firing all those little tiny shmup projectiles. Ow. Yeah, this is... I guess it's not that hard to dodge, but... maybe I just get intimidated by it. I am getting more confident in my ability to dodge this stuff. That's actually... Oh, whoops. Ow! See, I'm bad at this. There we go. So, one thing I have to keep in mind is... It's not enough... So in Slay the Spire, when you fight a boss, you get all your health back afterwards. And so really it's just go for broke. But here, I don't.
Blood of the Titans.
I have to actually continue forward with whatever health I have after the Megara fight. And that was 48 of 115 is not that great.
Do bathe yourself in magma when you get to Asphodel.
Well,
I can heal a little bit,
passing through your secret hall and going up.
but not too much. So I can sell stuff if I want to, but I kind of like my build right now, so... Oh, I can just buy some darkness? Sure, why not?
Let's go up. Here.
Yes, yeah, this is the only time when you actually see a map, is when you're moving on from one major section to another. Alright, so now we're headed towards the Hydra.
Within the suffocating heat of Asphodel.
Yeah, whatever.
Or until I crush their bones to dust.
That's me skipping lore like I always do. So you notice, instead of doors, you've got boats in Asphodel, which is great.
Inferno.
Because they didn't, I don't know, just, again, it's like, they think about stuff that you don't often think about. They're like, really thinking about how you can make one level stand out as different from another, you know?
More coming.
Oh, fine. That guy's on fire and he can't do anything about it. Oh, so sad. Oh, yikes. Ow, I'm on fire. Oh, yikes, ow. Okay. Yay, some money. And... Oh, there's all my casts over there.
On to the next one.
So yeah, Packler is exclaiming about how good the voice acting is. Yeah, really, honestly, like my favorite is Zagreal himself. Wait, is that Zagreus? Zagreus himself, not Zagreal. These people they've got like Greek god names or Roman god names. But it's kind of both. I feel like it's a mixture of both. But what they don't have is biblical names. Those are the ones that end with L. So. That's what you get in Diablo. Lots of biblical names ending in L. Okay, so those guys, they drop a thing when they die. I really need to pay attention to that. So you'll notice how my dash attack just chews through that armor. Without the boon that I got, it would not be that way at all. Is he on fire? A key.
I'll just keep this on me.
I'll get enough of these, and I can unlock new weapons. All kinds of stuff. Okay, so let's...
Some of Charon's wares.
What can I get here? Yarn of Ariadne. Next boon you find is upgraded rarity. Ooh, that's cool. Extra damage from a basic attack. Oh, restore. I need to restore some life. Let's just do that. Oh, wait, I can do both. Sweet, I got more money than I realized. Yeah, sure.
goes in, that comes out.
And then my attack deals extra damage. Why not? Okay. So over here, it looks like we got a Hermes thing, but I forgot what it means when you've got 2 boon symbols. So I'm just going to take this to remind myself how this works. Wait, let me pause this real quick because Wearing Orb just said, off topic, but has anyone seen a game where the actual game is hidden within a much smaller, less impressive game? Yes. That is called Frog Fractions, and you should look it up. It's amazing. But, or, you know, actually, I did a stream of Frog Fractions 2, which, you know, I don't want to tell you anything about it. Yeah, look up Frog Fractions. It's great. Yeah, Wearing Orb, that's exactly what... I'm trying to remember what it is. It's Glitter Mitten Grove. That's the one. Yeah, so go look up Glitter Mitten Grove. That is exactly what you're looking for. Anyway, so this is... I've got 2 boons. I got 2 symbols for 2 different boons, and I've got to figure out what that means. So let's get in here.
The gods want me to pick a favorite.
Trial of the Gods. Oh. Okay, so I've got to pick whether I want a Zeus boon or an Aphrodite boon. And then there will be consequences, I imagine. Okay, well, let's... I mean, I really like my Zeus cast that I've got. It's kind of making my life here, but Aphrodite's giving me some good stuff, too. And, you know what? Packler seems to think there's a lot of something hilarious behind Aphrodite, so maybe we'll go Aphrodite.
Your heart shall never carry you astray.
Okay, and so I've got increased rarity now because of that last thing I bought. So let's see here. Your call fires a seeking projectile and inflicts charm. And what does charm do? Oh, they fight for me. And then weak afflicted foes are also more susceptible to damage. I forgot. I've got a thing that gives them weak, but I forgot which thing it is. And I feel like I would be less effective using this. So call is an ability I've never even started to use yet. So let's grab this one.
Let's break some hearts.
Don't say I didn't warn you, young man. I only wish that I could say you didn't insult me.
All right, so below my health bar, I've got this gauge
Looks like I angered him.
that fills up. Yikes. And if I fill it up enough, I can use a special ability that's super powerful. Okay, he's got none of my little diamonds left there. There's a cast diamond. Sheesh. So I think Zeus is helping these guys. I think that's what the circles on the ground are. I think that's Zeus firing his lightning. Still got more guys left, huh? Ah, yikes. Okay. Sheesh. They are not kidding around. Okay, and I'll add a diamonds. Okay, there we go. Got 1 cast. Where's the rest of my casts? Oh, yeah, so the problem with this, like, the downside of this little chain lightning cast thing here is that it leaves diamonds everywhere. Here they are. Ooh, oh, wait. Do I also get the Zeus boon? What?
No need to hold such grudges any longer, I suppose. But you just mind yourself around your Uncle Zeus.
Interesting. Okay, cool. Okay. My dash causes a lightning bolt to strike nearby foes. I've been using my dash a lot because my dash hit is so powerful. I never even used my call. Well, I use my dash a lot. So let's just grab that guy. And now money or another boon. And this one's got a little angry symbol on it. Makes me nervous. I could just get more... Wait, is this money? What is this? I'm not sure what this is. Let's do this one, though.
Away we go.
Oh, wait, what is this? Oh, this is like the elevator in Castle Crashers.
What?
Why are they impervious? Don't be impervious, that's not fair. We're done, right? Oh, of course we're not. I'm just getting hit by stuff. I don't even know what I'm getting hit by. Oh, is the imperviousness coming from the blue crystals? Whew, I made it. I am almost dead, though. Gotta... Hades. Is that Hades? No, it's Ares. That's right, that's Ares. Oh, see you later, Wearing Orb.
Some of the greatest methods of destruction I've devised thus far.
Okay, my attack inflicts doom. Oh, you're right. That's the damage that hits a little bit afterwards. Or this one. After slaying foe, your next attack or special deals more damage. Triple damage. Your attacks all deal more damage. 75 extra. This is specifically my attack. This is my attack or my special. After slaying foe. I'm going to grab this one.
The will to fight.
I'm down to 12 health, so I really do not expect to survive the next fight. Alright. Ow! See, I just got hit. If I get another hit like that, I'm screwed. So, this is not going to go well for me. There we... Oh, death defied. Okay. I don't know what causes that. That's happened to me a bunch. Do I collect a thing that makes that happen? I genuinely don't know. Packler, maybe you have some idea. Wait, is there another part of this level? Oh, yikes. Okay. Okay, I can use my call. I just charmed some... Ow! Get this person away from me. Okay, so Packler says, I think it's an upgrade from what I remember, and you can collect more after you've used the first one from what I remember. So, okay, yeah, so I'm not sure. So I know there's lots of games where, oh, wait a minute. Above my health bar, I've got two little slots, one of them empty. Are those like extra lives or something? Interesting. Maybe I do. Because it's been so long since I originally played. Maybe I bought those at some point, and I just forgot. Oh, restore 10% of your health when you enter a chamber. I absolutely need this. And then... extra cast? Sure. Absolutely. We'll buy all the things. And then, okay, so over... oh, yeah, Ambrosia, which is for building relationships, I think, with the gods. And then another key. Is it just a two? Yeah, I think it's just a two options. So let's go grab a key. More of these armored guys. I'm glad I've got this anti-armor ability, though their health bars are starting to get long enough that it's starting to overcome my my whole deal. Ow. Okay, so notice that right after I killed that first guy, I did way more damage to the second guy, and that's because of that boon that I grabbed. Oh, there's another guy. Where'd he go?
Aphrodite.
Okay, so Aphrodite's call, it looks like, damages a guy. Oh, sheesh! Get off me! It damages a guy, but then also turns him to my side. Haha. At least these guys are glass cannons. Ow, sheesh. Not doing that great.
Took a bite out of me there.
Yep, sure did. Alright, so either... Okay, I think this is a health upgrade. I definitely need it. And now, at least I heal a little bit each time I change levels, which is nice. Oh, okay, so Packler just looked it up on the wiki. Yeah, that defying death thing, it is something that I buy at the mirror. So I must have bought it back when I played the game a long time ago. And I just forgot that it existed.
Better.
It was just free? Okay. Cool. Then I heal a little bit. Is this the Hydra?
Come and get it.
It's the Hydra. Okay, so my problem is I never fought this guy in melee before. I'm really accustomed not to putting myself to not put myself in quite so much danger. And now he's impervious because he's firing up the minions. Okay, yeah. Got that guy. Oh, not a fan of having fire breathed at me, thanks. Oh, sheesh. Nope, get away from me. Okay, so I've got a call, but I think I'm saving it until after he calls his friends, because if they can charm, and maybe I can get the Hydra's heads to fight each other. Oh, sheesh. Okay, I am just right at the end of my health here. Ah. Oh, okay, death defied.
Close call.
Okay, so he is no longer impervious. Oh, shit, I've already lost so much health. I do not have another one of these. Oh, sheesh, get away. Yes! I have never beaten the Hydra before, and I am not going to get much further since I am so dead. I've got a diamond now? I don't know what that's even for. Bounty claimed diamond. Okay, yeah, so that's just a unique item for having beaten this boss. Cool, yeah, so we get 10 health. This is not going to last very long at all, but at least we get to see what's next. Oh, wow. Oh, that's true. I mean, I guess I will heal, but not by much.
Exactly where?
Ooh, 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 ooh. So yes,
Should be useful.
extra cast, or let's grab extra cast. All right,
Thank you.
climbing the mountain. Never seen this level before. I don't even know what to expect. Oh, it's lush and verdant. Elysium, okay. Disco Elysium?
The rare heavenly splendors of Elysium.
Oh, whatever.
Luxuriantly? Really?
Okay, so I can upgrade my weapon or upgrade my boons. Boons or weapon? Boons or weapon? Let's go weapon. Yeah, sheesh, okay. Yeah, these guys have more health.
Is that him?
You know what? Maybe I should have gone with boons, actually, because my cast is what I've been mostly using. And it looks like these guys have enough health that my cast is not really the best against them anymore. What is that? More guys, huh? Oh, sheesh. Now what? Oh, this guy.
Time for a tune-up.
Okay, well maybe I can do more base damage here. My attack deals +5 for each uninterrupted hit to a foe. Dash upper deals damage to an area. 40 damage when you land. Oh, this is my okay, so when I dash up to something, I do use this a lot to fight armor. And then this one... Yeah, let's go with this one.
There, that's it.
So we can either get an Ares or a Artemis? I've already got one Ares. Let's go with more Ares. I like a theme, you know? Those little eyeballs that float around afterwards, I don't know what their deal is. I'm betting it's some way for these enemies to respawn or something, but I'm not sure. That's just my assumption from past video games. Okay, so after I take damage, inflict doom on nearby foes. Well, I don't have much damage left to take. A little bit of extra damage to everything. Extra burst of damage there. Or after I take damage. I mean, I do... You know what? I don't mind being prickly. So we've got
I can do this.
Hermes or whatever the bag of skulls is. Let's go Hermes. Though actually, I'm running out of slots for boons. Let's...
May I help you?
What the heck, chariots? What is this?
Punching practice then.
Okay, these guys are not going to make me happy. That's a lot of nonsense they're throwing at me. And my health is not happy with me right now. Alright, Hermes. Okay, it looks like none of these replace things. That's nice. My special is faster. I have a chance to dodge damage. That's good. Or faster. Yeah, so I don't know if I need them to be much faster. They're already pretty fast. So let's go with dodge.
Time to pick up the pace.
It's only like a 1 in 6 chance, but, you know, might save my life. Oh, and a store. Next boon is upgraded rarity. Ooh. So I can heal, that's good. So it only lasts 3 encounters, but whatever. There we go. And then, okay, we could get a boon from, I think that's Athena? Or just some cash. Let's go Athena boon. Hello?
You come from the bowels of hell. This is not your place.
Oh, it's a Minotaur.
Agreed on both counts. Just passing through, so if you'll excuse me.
I will not. The champion of Elysium would never back down from such a contest. Neither will I.
Wait, you're not the champion of Elysium? You're the Bull of Minos. I can't imagine who's even stronger than you. Is it Heracles? Tell me it's Heracles.
I will not.
Okay, so I was not expecting to run into a boss at this point. Like, mini-boss, whatever he is. Ow! Ow! Okay, good. He started pooping my cast diamonds. Oh, sheesh. Okay, so it only charms him for a second because he's the only enemy here, and that would be really boring. And he got me. Well, not surprised. I've never even played in that level before, but isn't the animation of this game gorgeous?
That ball hits rather hard.
All right, well, I'm going to leave it here because, you know, that was a nice long run. And also, you know, sometimes I'm tempted to just immediately move on when I'm playing a roguelike. Like, I'm like, oh, I've just landed at home. I want to go buy my upgrades. I want to see what I'm going to do in the next run. And it can get really addictive really fast. So I don't want to do that this time. I'll leave this so that I can figure out what I'm doing next time around. And we can end this. But yeah, Hades is still good, and it's only getting better. So I'm glad I reinstalled it to check it out.